The Albanese government finally released the climate risk assessment report that they've been keeping under wraps for months, and it's a pretty grim forecast for Australia. Just one of the predictions in the report is that deaths caused by heat waves are going to increase by more than 400% in places like Sydney and Darwin by 2050. That's only 25 years away. It also says the current modelling is like to significantly underestimate the economic impacts of climate change. But the timing of when the government chose to release this scary report says a lot about its priorities. It waited all of 3 days until after they announced the final approval to extend one of the biggest fossil fuel projects in the world, the North West Shelf extension. I'm sure they didn't want to deal with tricky questions like, how can you justify expanding this monster gas export project when your own risk assessment just describes 63 nationally significant climate risks? The government also waited until after the Pacific Islands Forum. According to the risk assessment, 1.5 million Australians living on the coast will be under threat of rising sea levels. And expanding fossil fuels doesn't look so great to Pacific Islands that could disappear within decades. Here we are in Australia talking about a housing crisis and a housing shortage when this climate risk assessment says that 1.5 million Australians might currently be living in houses that won't be habitable in 2050. The report couldn't be clearer. Climate change will have devastating consequences for the security and well-being of all Australians. And our government can't pretend to be meeting our climate commitments while it keeps approving new fossil fuel export projects that are literally destroying our future.